Today I'm going to be comparing two amazing Chase accounts, a Chase checking account versus a Chase business account. I'm a user of both. As you can see, this is my Chase business account, and I do have a Chase checking account as well. So it's super simple, and what they do depends on what you want to use them for. So I'll go through them. I'm going to go ahead and open up a Miro because I love using Miro when explaining stuff. As you can see, there's a checking account right here. There is a business account right here. These are not mine. These are just examples trying to show you that this is what we're comparing. So I'm going to both use this list over here and then my personal opinion at the end if you do care about that. But if you don't, then just listen up. Super simple. A Chase personal account is for personal transactions, so personal use, such as buying groceries or going to the store, basically anything of that sort. It is for individuals, anyone above the age of 18 with an ID. This is what you need. Now, the monthly fee goes from $0 to $12. Now, this depends on what sort of account you open up. If you're a student and you open up a student account, there is no fee. But if you're not a student and you're just a normal person, your fee is probably this on a month-to-month basis. So keep that in mind. The transactions, you could do as many as you want. Yes, you have a card. You have all of these. You have Zelle, you have check writing, you have online banking, debit card. It all just comes with both of these accounts. So honestly, this should not matter too much. Now, ATM access comes with both of them. Boom. But it does not come with business tools, which honestly you don't need if it's for personal use. And can it build business credit? Absolutely not. But can it build personal credit? Absolutely. Yeah. So this does come with credit. I don't know why it's not listed here, but keep that in mind. You can build personal credit, which you can use for maybe a 5% home loan, anything, literally anything. So that's the personal account. The business account is for businesses, okay? Straight and simple. You use it for business expenses and transaction. This is especially good if you're trying to do write-offs, okay? This is amazing tax benefit. So this is for business owners if you have an LLC, if you're a sole proprietor, or a corporation. These two are official. This is a little less official and you don't have as many benefits as these two. Most people, LLCs work amazingly. You're probably not going to touch a C corporation, but if you do, this is for shareholders and basically going public. So I don't know if you are interested in that. I have a separate video on that. But there is a monthly fee as well with this one, $0 to $15. Unlike this one where it can be $0, this one can be $0 as well. But if you have more than $2,000 in your Chase account at all times or more. So keep that in mind. That's how you get the $0 fee. And if you have $1,999 or less, you get charged $15. So keep that in mind. Super important stuff. $100 a month with extra fees. I don't think that's true. I believe it's unlimited, so I don't know why it's saying that. So yeah, just ignore this part. You get a debit card, you get online banking, you get check writing. This is all true. Zelle, this depends on where you live. So I live in the US on the East Coast. We do have Zelle, so keep that in mind. I am able to use Zelle on my business checking account. ATM access, yes. You got everything else, including the business tools if you are interested in that. I haven't found them very helpful personally, but if you have employees, this will be very helpful with paying them and accounting as well. I've been using this as well. So moving off from this portion, obviously it's a very generalized understanding of the two. So it's literally just like use cases. I highly recommend if you own a business, own both of these. If you don't own a business, own one of these. If you own a house, own both of these. So it's really just depending on what sort of situation you're in. But these are my personal opinions moving forward. So the personal account, I barely even use it. Okay. I really don't use it. I do online work. So a lot of the stuff that I do can be considered as a write-off. And so I use my business account more. I think has more benefits. You can do a lot more with this, but you do need this for credit. So keep that in mind. Your personal credit is different from your business credit. And if you want a business credit, you usually have to start off with good personal credit, then build your way up to applying for business credit. Okay. So keep that in mind. This is very important, especially if you are into cars, if you want to invest into real estate, if you want to basically do anything that requires a loan. You're going to need good credit, and this is a good way to do it. So if you're a starter, go for this, build your way up. You know what I mean? And so it's super simple. I think another thing that I want to mention is this costs money. This is not free to open up an LLC or a corporation. It's usually like $100 or like a couple $100 a year. So keep that in mind. It's a per year basis. But it's definitely worth it, especially if you have good cash flow. If your business is cash flowing, go for it. If you're starting off, I mean, you could honestly stick with this until you start making some money and then switch to that. But it's up to you. Some people like to gun it and just make this instantly. But I'm going to be honest, just because you have it doesn't mean you have a successful business. So be very careful. But moving aside from that, I literally haven't found really any limitations from using either of these. I can use either of these at any time, and it's super simple to do. And they make it really easy to do taxes on both of these. So they're both good. And yeah, that's my personal opinion. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing. You know, it takes a lot of effort to make these, but yeah, hope you enjoyed.